discussed a number of files of mutual concern, economic stability in Egypt, and also decreasing inflation rates. The meeting was attended by Governor of Egypt's Central Bank, Abdel, and a number of ministers and senior officials. Fitch Rating had announced that it has upgraded Egypt's long-term foreign currency issuer default rating from B to B with a stable outlook. Fitch attributed this upgrade to an increase in international reserves and a recovery in the net foreign asset position. Welcome back. Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Mr. Abdel Rahman, journalist, writer, and political analyst. Good afternoon, sir.
Well, good afternoon to you. Hello to you and the dear viewers.
Mr. Abdurrahman, we'd like to ask you about how did you follow the press conference between Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and the chief of the International Monetary Fund today, as Kristalina Georgieva, as she said that she appreciates the efforts exerted by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and also the Egyptian people in facing the challenges that are facing the region?
Encouraging by all means that the government represented in Mr. Mustafa Madbouli is realizing that dealing with the IMF takes cautious procedures and total awareness that we are dealing with an alternative, not a main pillar of our own economical strategies and our own economical policies. So I believe that Mrs. Georgieva has realized that Egypt is having not, I wouldn't call it a change of opinion, but we are taking more procedures, we're taking more cautious procedures in dealing with the IMF, according to what we have already have been throughout this very year that we are going through right now. This year we have witnessed harsh decisions and crucial decisions that we have made in dealing with the IMF. As a consequence, we have witnessed raising of the prices, raising of the services at all levels. At the meantime, we are persistent, and we should be persistent to continue our own strategies to build our own country, our own new republic, based on our own mega projects. Our own mega project has stopped already almost 8 or 9 months ago.
Yes.
But according to the strategies, we need to make it go side by side, because we're not just building for the future, we are just building for today. The people are in the mind and in the heart of our leadership, and that's why I believe there will be new strategies and new headlines in dealing with the IMF, hopefully soon.
Yes.
God's willing.
Yes, Mr. Abdurrahman, also Chief Kristalina Georgieva said that the IMF seeks to support the private sector and also create job opportunities. How can the private sector be more involved in the economic reform?
Well, this is the thought of the IMF that is always presenting to our own politicians, making the private sector a main pillar of our own political economy and our own march towards building our own country. Well, I believe as based on true facts and information, that only the private sector alone cannot work. Together, side by side, the government, the private sector, and the military association, and all the patriotic associations in the country should work together with equal share and with cooperation, with determination, that if we really want to build the economy of this country on a strong pillars that doesn't make us or doesn't force us to deal with an alternative solution like the IMF, it means we should raise the levels of our exports. We should have more cultivated land ready to give us more crops to depend upon, especially cotton, especially wheat, especially the strategic crops, and also side by side building our own industrial bases, our industrial pillars. That's the only way we can achieve the progress in our own economy. And the private sector can never, ever take that side without total commitment and total sharing side by side with the government, with the state economy, and with the military association, the economical and industrial corporations that is raising the slogan, a hand is fighting and a hand is building. Only by this way we can achieve our progress.
I thank you very much for your time. Thank you also for your valuable information, Mr. Abdel Rahman, political analyst and journalist. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Well, senior officials of the rival Palestinian groups Fatah and Hamas are meeting in Cairo to discuss forming a committee to manage Gaza's post-war governance. The statement was made by an Egyptian security who said that the talks are part of Egypt's broader mediation efforts to broker a ceasefire between Hamas resistance group and the Israelis, and also to expand the humanitarian access to the enclave.